It's J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through. I'm here. We're going to talk about that. All right. You able to hear me now? Let me know if y'all able to hear me, if the sound is working. It just seems that it was a problem with the sound, so let me know. All right, that's good. That's good. All right. I was saying the funniest jokes ever made in the first 2 minutes, and damn, I can't say them again. I don't remember them. I'm sorry. They were the funniest jokes ever said. No, I'm joking. No, what I was saying was that it was a good episode, fire episode. I like the episode. I liked a lot of the 90s, the nostalgia with the 90s Benz that Meech was in there pushing the 500 SL. That was one of the dopest cars you could have had at that time. We see Meech got a little new angel on his shoulder. He got little angels in the outfield up in there. In the backfield is more like it. He come in there, you enjoying the view? Yeah. Dragging much wagon up in here, girl. Show. Got angels in the backfield in motion. Tight end. Straight up. They end up having too many eggs in the recipe. Turned out to be a blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying? They had to get all the cooks in the kitchen. Had to whip it like a stir fry up in this piece, boy. They say that's how the legend was born. Turned something that could have been a problem into a blessing. Like they say, yo, look, a gift horse in the grill. Straight up. That was it right there. All right. Let me give a shout out to y'all in the chat. Somebody just asked, do I read the chat? Yes, I do read the chat, but I can't read it at the same time I'm talking and doing things. Can only do as much as I can. But I did see that it said that the volume and the sound wasn't working. So I appreciate it, Peanut and Halima, for letting me know, and everybody else. Y'all was on it. I appreciate it. Letting me know. So yes, I do look at it. I appreciate it. Everything is good. So Terry say I really enjoy BMF. All right, that's what's up. It was a good show. That's Terry. That's Terry Meech's brother. I know you really enjoyed it. You had to leave Atlanta. You say Cortland. What's up, Cortland? How you doing? Queen Brielle, what's good with you, sis? DeMarcus Vaughn, what's good with you, brother? Cortland, you say Meech probably noticed Stacks is playing them. I don't think so. I'm gonna get into that, but that was some punk stuff right there. What's up, mellow fellow? My brother, how you feeling? OG in the game. Terry, that's a female. Terry, I'm sorry. Terry, that's Terry, not Big T. Hey. DeMarcus Vaughn said this episode was a solid 8. I would agree with that. I can see that just off of just my first observation. I can see that. You know, it wasn't nothing that was the greatest episode that you talk about forever, but it's a solid 8. I can see that. Definitely. It's good television. Straight up. Terry say that that's fine and handsome. Okay, all right. Peanut, how can I join the Discord? There's a link in the description box of the video. All right, so this episode I enjoyed it. It was, I won't say fire as in like, oh my God, but it was a good episode, solid episode. We see the pilot come through with 2,500 and them things, birds flying. I like how Meech came up with that quick thinking and got Brian locked up. That's what he get. Put the lip on the job. Hey, look here, man. I'm a cop. Yeah, I'm glad you got to see what it's like on the other side. Got to feel what it's like to do what you do. And he had that gun on him that wasn't registered. And he was in that old ragamuffin old wagon. I'm glad that turned out the way it is. And they was like, hey, Brian and his son in the same cell. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. These are some of the things that stood out in this episode to me. You know, we also see that him and his partner ain't on good terms. And I'm wondering how that's gonna all play out in the end. He said, hey, you know what? He blew out that smoke with that lip. We do anything, family. Blew that little incense out with that lip. She was like, ooh, I'm scared. That was funny. But you know, it was a good episode, a solid episode. We saw a lot of different things that was interesting in this episode, to me at least. Like we saw that Lucille, she after the Nikki came and snapped at the dinner table. That dinner was a setup, boy. She just dropped a nuclear bomb on the chicken. Blue. Lucy like, Lucy, when you go up to your room, I need to go to the doctor and get a checkup. I'm hot and bothered. You know what, doctor? Where your stethoscope? I need you to check me out and feel and where your thermometer? Yeah, I got a checkup. I'm feeling a little moist and a little hot and bothered. I've been lying to you. I've been lying. Charles and I are separated. Ooh, Lucy, come here, baby. I think we better stop. He got his pressure all worked up. Damn near thermometer about to pop. He wasn't even about to do what Charles did with the Mabel on the wall. He probably he'd have been, oh, what have you done to me? What have you done to me? Oh, Lucille, boy. He squeezed some of that booty. She was like, I gotta go. I'm about to drop it. I just hot on you, and I don't want to because the Lord. Girl, if you all worked up with the Lord, didn't it say if you committed in thy heart, then you might as well have did it in the flesh. It's the same. So ain't no telling what she done did in the heart with old boy. Anyway, I ain't gonna sit here and judge her or blame her because, you know, Charles did do her wrong and broke her heart. And hey, maybe it's time to close one door and open another door. I want you to open this bottom door, okay? Open the pink door. Open the pink door, doctor, please. close the one door, which Charles used to have the key to, because that door is now Terry's old room. That's the door I closed for Charles. I'm gonna open up this door for you. This is the private room. The hot tub. I'm gonna open up the door with the hot tub. You know. DeMarcus Barnes said kissing is cheating. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is. It is cheating. But then again, they are separated in separate bedrooms. So that's why Charles couldn't even say nothing when he was all greased up. Are you feeling better? Okay. Good night, Lucille. I've been working out. Somebody gonna want some of this man meat. Lucille couldn't finish her. She let him off the hook. Cortland, you say Nicole doing what Diana did on Ghost during dinner. Man, ain't that the truth? And that's the thing. If people that will really watch all of these shows, you will notice a lot of similarities in these shows and recurring themes. And I didn't even remember that offhand in my first thoughts. But now that you say that, you're exactly right. It is the same damn thing. The same scene pretty much played out differently, which, you know, wow, they really do use a lot of recurring themes in this show. I had to take a drink of water. But yeah, that is the same thing. Damn, that is messed up. Ask the Shine, say, play a tune on that piano. I might have to a little later, man. I'm gonna get up there. You got what I need. Damian Kenny, Lucille confused. 1 minute she don't like tampon, the next she getting birth control pamphlets. Well, that's why she came back and said she was lying. She wasn't being honest. She ain't give a damn about no damn birth control pamphlets for her daughter. She just needed an excuse to go see Dr. Mario. That's all. She ain't care about no birth control pamphlets or her daughter. She was thinking about getting with dude. You the only one that went off and did something and became somebody. And he said, well, just because you may have did this don't mean you a success. Because if I would have gotten that ass, oh yeah, I would have been a success. But see, he might have fell into the same trap of Charles. He said, Charles, real talented musician. What happened? He fell up into this coochie, and next thing you know, we had 3 babies, and that was the end of it. See, you better be lucky, because if you would have gotten this after, we had that prom, you would have had 3 babies. You wouldn't have been able to go to medical school, and you'd be sitting here talking about you hate me. Hey, possibility. What if he got with Lucille after high school and then he got her knocked up? Because he wasn't about to pull out. Next thing you know, he got 3 kids and no doctor degree. Ladies, I'm going to blame y'all. Sometimes that stuff's just too good. It's a little coochie trap. Like quicksand. They get in there and they can't get out. Next thing you know, all the dreams and hopes and future is gone. Dashed. Next thing you know, you're working at Wendy's. Trying to paint drywall for 10 years. Anyway, Dr. Feelgood. You ain't lying. We see DeMarcus Vaughn. You say Marquisha about to join BMF. Hey, she putting in that work for Terry. We're going to see how Terry navigate going to Atlanta when he got a baby mama that's pregnant and a woman he in love with that don't want to hear nothing. So I don't know what he gonna do. Terry, she said that it was the same director. Okay, all right, I ain't know that, but damn, that's what's up. Rob Mont, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Say what's good, son. Passing through, seeing all the rest. Catch the latest episode in the morning. All right, Rob. Appreciate you, my brother. That's family right there. Go back over 20 years. So that's good to see you, my brother. Let's see. Cortland, what do you think Henrietta would do to Brian for not doing what she wanted? That's a good one. So that right there, Henrietta, aka Miles Davis. That's what I call Miles Davis in this mug. Miles Davis. Miles Davis was upset and also said some good information I was gonna get to. So Miles Davis was upset that Brian didn't show up. They were trying to call Brian when they were trying to do this little, setup party, throw a little surprise party so they would take out BMF. But Brian didn't show up when they was making the call. She said, "You see, he's a cop like my father at the end of the day." What? A dude sitting in that rarefied air is a cop or was a cop? Boy, that right there that was a bombshell info. Now, I don't know about you, most people, but I'm not naive in the fact that I do know that cops is crooked, and not all cops, but the cops that actually go do a lot of stuff and get promoted and maybe have a certain thing, they know things and have connections and different stuff. I ain't gonna necessarily say they moving weight or this or that, but I'm not one to be naive and think that I've had interactions with cops, especially in my teenage years of driving, where they've taken money from me or stuff or property, all kind of things. So, hey, and that was nothing. So anyway, I wouldn't put it past them, but to see dudes sitting like that, I don't know, man, what he was doing or what connections he had. It probably was a little easier maybe to do some of that stuff before it was so much surveillance tracking technology out in the world today and everything. But it looked like he was sitting in rarefied air up in there where he was with Braxton. So it'd be interesting to see how that all turned out for him. It would. What's good, my brother? How you feeling? Catherine Reese, how you feeling, sis? You say, look how long it took him to paint. To paint. Oh, Charles. Hey, he got to paint them walls now that he can't get none of them sugar walls. He gonna have to throw some on somebody's walls. He can't throw nothing white on them pink walls, so he gonna have to throw some white on them white walls. She said, "You want some white walls? They've been dry for a while." That's a metaphor. Them walls been dry, so now he trying to lubricate them. Lucille, see, this drywall symbolizes your dry walls. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this white coating on there to symbolize the white coating I want to put back in your drywalls. Catherine Reese, you say, I don't think her dad will allow her to take Brian out. No, I don't think so either. I think that she getting a little too excited, and I definitely don't think that he gonna allow her to make some of these moves she thinks she ready to make, and that probably gonna end up making Miles Davis even more frustrated. So ain't no telling what may happen with that. What's up, B? How you doing? Good to see you. Appreciate you for coming through. This is something I think may happen. This is a good point. Dan and Ken say Miles Davis, Henrietta, will order Brian's son hurt in jail. Now that I think may happen. That he gonna see his son with a black eye or something like that, and then he gonna realize that she ain't playing, and hey, he need to get it together. Now, the messed up part was he blew it by pulling up to Meech right at the damn door and letting him see that he following him. He should have stayed back and just watched the whole thing play out. But instead, he got a little too excited and wanted to prove the point that he had the big dang-a-lang in town, not Meech, and pulled up right there at his door with no real plan, I guess, because What was his plan? Why would he pull right there to the door like that and do what? Show him, hey, look, the lip is on the case. That was so stupid. I didn't know what his next move was. The whole time I was sitting here thinking, what is he about to do? What? Crash into him? Then what? I don't understand what his move was, the way he did it. If you was trying to set him up and follow him, why would you pull up right in front of him? I'll set you up. So let me do this. I'm going to pull right here and let you know, hey, I'm watching you. I'm following you. Hey, how you doing? That was stupid. I didn't understand that move. Maybe somebody in the comments could, explain it to me. But I'll let you know. You say you couldn't find the link? All right, I'll put the link in the chat. You say Catherine Reed, she does resemble Miles Davis. Hey, Miles Davis didn't necessarily have the gold teeth and wear the glasses, but I swear, with the cane and the way that Henrietta acted, I don't know why, but the first thing and the way her skin looks, and it just, I swear, I think of Miles Davis. Let me pull up a picture of Miles Davis. What's up, Gina, my sister from another mister? How you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. But yeah, man, it definitely was a lot. I see Lala putting in that work to make sure that Terry's son didn't get took away. So, but I didn't like how she was able to blackmail the judge and how she get that information. I don't know. I just was wondering how she get that. How she got out on what he's doing and this and that. But anyway, I guess they can't cover every little thing or whatever, but I thought that was kind of interesting. Like, where did she get some damn information on the judge from? She a damn, what is she? Jump off? Because where she work at the damn, what is it, an insurance agency? I don't know. Here go the picture I think with Miles. Yeah. Here go to Miles Davis picture. Oh, man, this is hilarious. Let me see. Here's Miles Davis picture. What is this? All right. I'll show you this one. I'm thinking about it. So I think of this picture. And then this picture right here. Let's see this picture. With this pullback hairdo with the hair back. Looking like this with the glasses. Oh man, looking at it again. I mean, I guess maybe not so much, but again, yeah. It looks like Miles Davis right here. Just need old glasses. Some old teeth, put some old teeth up in this. That's Miles Davis. Oh, Miles Davis. Anyway, what y'all think? They twins. Yeah, that is funny. What's up, B? She's straight from Detroit. She say the judges in Detroit are more hood than Dr. Mathis. Ain't he from Detroit too? They go to clubs and everything. That's hilarious. Okay, Damian Kinney said Boone had the judge in pocket. Boone probably been had the judge info. Okay, all right. Catherine Reed say that's the least she could do, living free, rent free in a new house. That's facts. I agree with you right there. When you right, you right. All right, so I missed that. Boone might have had info on him, but that's funny though. The judges, he was at the damn hood casino. Didn't they have real casinos back then in Detroit? I know he could have went to Windsor, Canada, across the thing. I guess people be like, man, I ain't trying to be driving all the way over there to shoot some dice. About to go to the hood. I go over there and shoot some dice and trying to drive to Canada. It take all day. Yeah, maybe. Terry said Henry got her wig pulled forward. That's the difference. That's the Miles Davis difference. He got his wig slid back when he got older. He let it go. Sean Tor, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Selena for life. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming through, sis. All right, let me see. What else did I want to say about this episode? Oh, hey, that game, no, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Hey, how many of y'all think Angel gonna be his new baby mama? Also, I was thinking, damn, Meech must not have nothing in his house because he's gonna be gone and leave her in his house. We don't know how long he's been with her or whatever, but back in them days, somebody been like, you that came home, your furniture, everything could have been gone out the house. They'd have been called the U-Haul and cleaned your ass out. So he had a lot of trust to leave her at his crib before, because I know some stories of some people that cleaned out somebody's house while they was gone with a U-Haul and did something like that. So, but he went back in the D for that shipment. Loco was like, hey, Dimitri, you got to get that shipment. And so, in order for them to make that profit, they moved them birds like it was nothing. So that's going to be interesting, to see how it all play out with Loco and them. What's up? B said there was 5 major casinos within 45 minutes of Detroit and 3 casinos in downtown Detroit. Now, I knew about the 3 casinos in downtown Detroit, but I didn't know if they were there in the 90s. Were the 3 casinos there in the 90s? Or all 5 casinos there in the 90s? Because I remember with my friend Rob Mott. He from the D. That's my man. That's who I was in Detroit with. So I remember when we was down there, he was telling me a little bit about the casinos and everything. So, I didn't know how long they had remodeled or put it up there or whatever. So, Sean Thornton doing good. That's what's up. You say that judge wasn't nothing. It's a lot of crooked politicians out in the D. Tons of them. Damn. That's messed up, man. Make people not want to believe in politics. Tonette said, Greedy gonna kill Angel. All right, so let's put a 1A if y'all think Greedy gonna come and get revenge and try to take Angel out. Put a 2A if you think she gonna last and maybe even be baby mama. I don't know about the baby mama. I mean, I guess that people know who Meech mother name is. Lil Meech's mother name is. I don't know offhand. I did know some info. I don't forgot it. But I don't think her name was Angel. I can't remember. But that would be weird that you are Little Meech, but you on a show playing your father, trying to holler at your mama, and you about to hit that. It's like you playing your daddy, hitting your mama, making you. I'm about to make me. Here I come. In more than one way. All right, let's see. Selena say the first casino opened in 98. I'm from the D originally. That's what's up. See, when I was there, that's what my guy was telling me, that it was kind of new. They was redoing. They go, Rob Mott. There you go. That's my man I was there last time in the D with. They say, I got to check the years. They came, Greektown was first, but Canada was before that. I remember you were saying that Canada was before that. And I remember when we was there in like the early 2000s, it was looking pretty new. B say, I don't know about the 90s, but I remember the casinos early 2000s. I went there. Oh, that's when we was there, early 2000s. All that stuff was looking pretty new then. Damian Kenny, Angel ain't trying to steal nothing. She used to be moving around. She a runner. She a track star. Hey, she already had that backpack ready, right? She like, I'm about to go. So I don't know. I guess Meech keep giving her a nice allowance. He say, I'm gonna send some dudes over here to make sure Greedy don't try nothing. Now, what if he came home and she with them dudes? That would have been messed up. No, I've been thinking like, hey man, don't be fit with these dudes trying to do something. I'm gonna put your ass out. Get back in the hands greeny. Next thing you know, you're gonna be black and bluey. Sean Torres said 1K a day, all day. Greeny ain't slit. He's soggy like Rice Krispies. He ain't spit. I know that's right. Shout out to J Cam watching on the TV, putting phone down the charge. I know that's right. Appreciate you, bro. Rob Mont, you say, yeah, security don't show no for fights. Hey, for real. That's why, and be honest, if I was a judge, I'd be going to the real casinos. But that's why I could understand if they wasn't open. I wouldn't be trying to drive back and forth to Canada all the damn time. But I wouldn't want to be in no damn hood casino where you could have got shot or killed and they would have what? Put you in a hole outside or dropped your body off somewhere else. I'm good. That's too risky. If I'm a judge, it ain't like he about to start shooting and beat these dudes up. Ain't nothing he can do. He in the wrong element. He need to be where it's security guards and police. Straight up. He's swimming in the deep end. Let's see. Will we I had another thing I wanted to say. This damn thing. Miles Davis. Hey, Miles Davis got some game. Oh, he said, get your ass out of here. Get your ass on my face. What did he say? Get your ass out of here. Get your ass on my face, girl. Get out. No, she say, get your ass out of my face. Get your ass on my face. I like that. I ain't never had no woman say, get your ass out of my face. But if it was like that, get your ass on my, I don't know if I would have said that. Get your ass out my, get my ass out your face, girl. Get your ass on my face. I wouldn't have said that. But you know what? I liked it. It was funny. Made me laugh. I was like, oh, Miles Davis got a big thing in leg. I saw it. She bought it. Remember? I got that big old dang leg. I bought it. Uh-huh. Anyway, Miles Davis said, get all that on my face. Suffocated. Cover up the nose, the mouth, cover it all up. I'm a taking some breaths like in Harlem Nights, just out the side of the booty cheeks. Straight up. Hey, Lala, man, I don't know, man. That right there might be suffocation worthy for some. But we see Terry baby mama about to burst. This dude keep having babies, and I don't know how this is all gonna work out. With him going to Atlanta, it'll be interesting to see. But you know, Terry got jokes. I see. Terry just said, "Jay, are you giving Trump a loan?" What? That was hilarious, Terry. You know, dang on well, I ain't about to do what. Matter of fact, I had to tell my dad, stop sending money to the other people. Stop sending them $5. You ain't got no money to be sending no damn $5. They don't need your money. And dang, with no Dr. T, Mr. T, I ain't sending Mr. T nothing. He done already robbed his people with the wall money they was sending. No, he need to sell one of them buildings. He got stuff to sell. Hey, when we go broke, what we got to do? We got to go to the pawn shop, right? Hey, sell your stuff. Put your car up for sale. You got to do what you got to do. Ain't that what we do? When I've been broke and I had to do stuff, I be having to look around the house what I could sell, what I could borrow, whatever. Hey, he got hotels and stuff. He better go on and do something. Straight up. Hey, what y'all think about Charles getting his swole on? He was in there trying to pump that iron. Look at this right here, Lucille. Remember this arm right here? Look at this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm all oiled up for you, baby. You want some of this muscles again, baby? Watch this. I'm going to do like Daniel's son. I'm going to paint the wall, paint the fence,
Paint the fence, paint the drywall, baby. Don't paint that drywall, baby. Don't it look good? Don't it look good? Bring the paint walls. Yeah, baby. He came out the shower. Where you be? I'm swole. All right, you see you. He said, hey, what's up with that chick from your doctor? She like, oh, Charles, you be fine with everything you done. What Miss Mabel mean? He said, I'm just trying to be honest with each other. Well, you know what? He paid like he weighed, okay? Getting hot and bothered up in here. Lucy likes. She was liking Charles, though. I ain't gonna lie. I thought when she came back after kissing all on the doctor, that Charles was gonna catch her in a moment of vulnerability. If he would have paid attention, he could have, because she was a little weak in the knees. She ain't want to give it to the doctor. But if Charles would have came with that game right then, with that shirt off all muscly, he could have got in them good graces right then. Ladies, let me know. Am I right or wrong? Was that an opportunity? Y'all be knowing. And ladies, be honest. And guys, pay attention. Hey, maybe your woman may be coming back and it may have been something or not. You might have to go ahead and strike while that iron is hot. Give her what she been missing. If Charles would have gone ahead and hit her with that D from the D, she might have forgot about old Dr. Mario over there. Like, you know what, y'all? Maybe the Lord did open this door back for you. You come back in the bedroom, Charles. You promise not to be with Maybelline. And then start painting the drywall and doing what you're supposed to do. They could have been good. What's up, Tracy? How you doing? Good to see you. Ted Reed laughing. Hey, for real. Get some of that sympathy draws. Tonette said, I'm right. Hey, man. Sometimes you got to strike while the iron is hot, fellas. So, yeah, maybe she was all worked up and in the mood because she was thinking about old Dr. Man. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Feel Good. But she didn't do it, and he don't know what just happened. But you can see she was kind of in the mood and vulnerable. And, hey, don't ask no questions and mess it up. Just come and be what she need. Good stiff drink. Nice stiff one. But, you know, when I saw that scene, it brought back some memories. I've been in a situation like that before. Not exactly, but a situation where, you know, somebody you could tell, okay, they kind of in the mood. It probably wasn't for me, but now is the chance to make it for me and take that chance to smooth things over. Because when the woman mind is in that mode, that's the opportunity to repair and rebuild. This is game right here, fellas. So pay attention. The woman don't get into being mad, because if you switch it up in that moment, she'll never forgive you. She'll always be turned off with you. So don't do that. Don't make it turned off because she wasn't turned on initially for you. Don't turn it all the way off, because she ain't gonna never get turned back on with your ass. Terry say, Lucille said, it's been a while. She needed the dust knocked off. You know what I'm saying? That drywall get dusty. Everybody had construction in their house. You know that drywall leave dust all over the place. She need that dust knocked off quickly. She a good looking woman. She ain't old. She still got some life left. So, you know, we see Miles Davis and everybody all worked up that Meech came back in town, but nobody was able to do nothing. Dimitri, hey, you know what, man, I really do enjoy about this show is I like the way that they talk, the game, the slang, the gift, the gab. That's some stuff that, you know, we used to talk like that in Chicago. I'm not saying we say exactly the same word. In the Midwest, people got a little, I don't know. I ain't lived in LA or New York. I've seen the shows and movies. So I guess everybody got their own little swag and slang in every little spot. But to me, the Midwest slang, I think we the most creative, in my opinion. I know the New York and LA and Southern folks, we all got our, our thoughts and feelings, and it's respectable. But I love Midwest talk. I just do, man. I think it's creative. And I like how they be, saying about, what's going on with the birds or in the kitchen, the eggs, cooks, or, every time they saying something, you know what I'm saying? Especially Meech. He got that gift of gab. I like how he came and got that truck. Came up to do like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me borrow that truck. You want to make some money? I'm good. Hey, look here. Pulled out that wad. He like, hey, you rent this truck, bring it back. You ain't da-da-da. He ain't really say nothing too fancy or creative. Just the point of, even when it ain't very colorful, he a smooth talking ass dude, man. Meech a smooth dude, man. Smooth criminal. Not like Mike. But hey, man, I like that though. That's game. And Meech never tried to strong arm. He never tried to strong arm a bully. And that was the tactic for a lot of people, especially back in the day, in that type of life and game, because hey, what could somebody do? Screw them. I'll take this. I'll do this. But Meech never does that. He always try to smooth stuff over. Just like when Nikki dropped that bombshell at the table, the dinner table. Meech the one that went up there, not mama, not daddy, not Terry. Meech went up there and tried to smooth it over. Had that little gift for gab. He like, well, that went well. She tried to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Meech is he's very charismatic. Very charismatic. And I'll be interested to see the real dude when he got out of jail. What's gonna happen with this dude? Because the way he's portrayed in these shows and stuff, man, wouldn't be surprised if he be having interviews on Black TV and this and that break Cat Williams record and stuff, man. Ain't no time. I don't know if he that, you know what I'm saying, charismatic or funny. But my point is, he gonna have big numbers saying this, doing that, and we'll see. But he seemed very charismatic. And no telling what he could do or whatever the case, but he real smooth, and I see why Loco and all of them would trust him and want to work with him. Plus he ain't trying to get with nobody esposa. Hey, I like he was rolling up that blunt in the beginning. He like, whoa, throw him, Dimitri, throw him, man. It's funny though, man, because that made me have a memory of back in the day when we was younger and we was first started smoking blunts in the 90s or whatever, and people be around. And I was around some people older than me or people I thought was gangster or whatever hood. And they used to smoke joints still before they started smoking blunts, and they'd smoke a blunt or something. Like, oh, there's so much. Y'all do that strong. It made me think like, oh, they can't take it. I thought they was tough. They can't even take the blunt. Dimitri. So hey, he was in there hanging in there, but yeah, that was funny. He wasn't ready for that blunt. But they didn't move that up. The damn pilot, man, made Meech move 2,500 bricks by himself, sitting there eating some damn chips. What? I'm surprised Meech ain't tell him, hey, look, I'm gonna throw you a little something extra. Come help me. But dude ain't help him. And hey, I guess he said that ain't my job. I'm here to fly it in and fly it out. Wheels up in 24 hours. What you gonna do? So hey, that was it. Meech was there. He made it happen. And that's the thing, man. In life, that separate people. And what I noticed in my experience is that basically the proverbial shit happens to all of us. You know what I mean? That's just guaranteed. We all gonna have stuff happen, go wrong, have to do this, not be able to do that. The difference is you're gonna be able to come up with ways to make it happen when things go wrong. Are you gonna come up with creative ways to figure stuff out when you ain't able to do what you thought you could do? Or are you gonna fold like a cheap suit? You gonna cry about it and blame mama and daddy? My mama didn't teach me this. My mama and daddy ain't here, or this or that. Yes, bad things happen, and yes, it could be reasons, but at a certain point, we all are responsible for what we do. Yeah, we could have had the bad starts and things, but at the end of the day, when it's in your hands, what you gonna do? And Meech, he don't like Terry. That's one thing he was saying that I like. They go that game. He said, man, you don't see the big picture, which we've all heard people say. But then he put in the color. He said, you still watching cartoons while I'm at the movies. You still watching cartoons while I'm at the movies, boy. You on that kid level still. I'm on the big screen. I'm making big moves. I'm seeing the vision. And that right there, that was game right there. That was real. You still talking about some, we ain't gonna go pick it up because you talking about some CPS, where it's not realizing that's about to be handled. And then once that handled, you would have been thirsty because the drought. So might as well go on and get liquidated so that once that's handled, you can be refreshed. And sure enough, it played out that way. And that was it right there. That was game. That was some good stuff right there. And Meech has always got his head on the eye on the big picture. You know what I'm saying? Hey, winning ain't easy. It ain't. And people will see you drive a nice car or have this or that, and then they'll think, oh, well, they got this or did that. It ain't easy, and it's never the right time. A lot of times people say, well, I'm waiting for the right time to buy this, whatever. I don't think I've ever had the right time for nothing. To be honest with you, it's always a bill to pay or something else coming up, or you got to do this or can't do that. It's never the right time. You just got to fit it in, get in where you fit in, man. You need to make this happen, make it happen, and figure it out along the way, because you can't really always have everything perfect and ready for you, unfortunately. Now, I ain't saying bite off more than you can chew, but within reason. Hell, I've been wanting to get a sleep number bed for years. I finally went on ahead and got one. It ain't here yet. It'll be here tomorrow, but I ain't never want to pay. Sleep number beds are expensive, and I never wanted to pay that. And I always would say, well, this or that come up, or da. Now it's like, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get it, man. Shoot, by the time I'll be waiting on this, it'd be my last sleep. My number been came up for my final sleep. I keep playing around. Find a way to buy and do other stuff. So I just went on ahead and did it. Got to do what you got to do sometimes. So it ain't always easy. But I'm ready to get in that sleep number bed. Who got a sleep number bed? What y'all think? Let me know. Shout out to Miss Jocelyn. Say, hey, Jay, I'm in for a while. It's raining and hailing bad in Houston. Charles still sexy to me. Coco think the Driscoll really undercover to get her boys. I know, right? Hey, Miss Johnson say Charles still all right. He still can get it. Okay, Charles. I guess we can talk about it. Hey, Lucille looked at Charles with his shirt off all greasy. She was ready to fold for him. He just didn't know that he needed to, fold that envelope right there. What's up, Kay Leezy? Kelly Lee, how you doing, sis? Terry, you say, I don't want to take up all the thread. Others should engage. Oh, you good. Eric, people saying, hey, never worry about that stuff, y'all. Anybody want to comment? I try to get to the comments as much as possible. Shout out to the close to 100 people up in here watching this tonight. live. I appreciate it, definitely. It was a good episode. A lot to talk about, a lot of fun in this episode with me. Then y'all think Brian sharing the cell with his son? Nah, Brian sharing the cell, but that was funny when he said that. What's up with Nikki trying to play Street Fighter? Oh, boy said, hey, you know, next time I'll show you how to handle that joystick. Oh man, I'm gonna handle the joystick. You handle it like this. Handle that joystick. Work it. Yeah, you a Street Fighter. You a pro. Oh yeah, you a pro, girl. Oh yeah, you get into the next level. Oh, you just mentioned accomplished. You beat the game. You beat the game. Charles about, yeah, he a fine young man. Yeah, he a fine young man. Real quiet. She said, yeah, you was real quiet too. Until you wasn't, Charles. Mm-hmm. That's how we got them boys. Michi. Hey. He said, we gonna have that damn joystick. Terry say, I'm breaking up. Can y'all hear me? I'll let me know if everything is going clear. I'm actually trying it a different way. So I've set up my computer where I can use my phone as my microphone. See? So I'll be trying some different things. So instead of using the regular microphone, I'm using my iPhone and I connected it to my computer. So hopefully it sounds good. Trying to do a couple different things, try it out. I'm good now. Okay, sound is a 10. All right, thanks, Peanut, Damian, Kenny, Terry. Appreciate y'all letting me know. Try to change it up, try a couple different little things. And I saw this feature. I was like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. It automatically turns on my phone. My computer turns on my phone to be a microphone. At first, I didn't want it to do that. And then I was like, well, let me try it out. And so far, so good, I guess, until it stopped working. But, you know, let's see. What else we had that I wanted to talk about before I get to this, before I get to the Moorescore rating. Oh, what's up with 2 Chainz, old punk ass? Hey man, I won't call apologize. You know what I'm saying? They told me you would hit him up with that work. I didn't want to let know that, man. I apologize. I know go up north, shut the snow. I know the stuff that know, but I want to let you know, hey, you put it all, I try to do it. Did y'all see how I see the country talk? I see it funny here. But anyway, my killer, he like, what'd he say? He like you're driving. I'm be like, man, that was a whole lot of talk for saying you like my driving, man. They called him a dumb donkey. They called him a dumb donkey. Fool. He up here working with the Miami Killers. He talking about, I'm going to go ahead and get you to throw in the beach. I'll throw in the butter for free. You go and kill mine. I'm going to kill yours. Hey, that man. So, that was stupid. And I don't know why he would hate on Meech, especially after Meech just played everybody out. I didn't see this coming. I'm going to be honest. I'm still, I guess, kind of surprised. I don't know. I ain't like blown away surprised because I mean, I didn't know who he was. Ain't like he was seasons of his loyalty and now he switched up. But at the same time, I ain't see 2 Chainz playing this type of character. I mean, not like he got a big history on film, but I didn't see it coming. Shout out to my girl Gina. She was saying she ain't trust him from the get-go. I gotta give her the credit. She say, I knew Meech didn't trust Stacks. Once he started tripping, he should have gotten rid of him. That's true. You know, I see a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna say a lot. I see some similarities in myself and Meech, and the fact of being the best drug dealers of all time. We are just the same. No, I'm just playing. But no, as far as giving people a chance too many times, that's a big flaw I got too. I give people a chance too many times. I shouldn't give people a chance so many times. I should cut some people off a whole lot sooner. I done gave the wrong people a chance too many times. And I be feeling like, man, people deserve a second chance, or people make mistakes and do this and that. But it just seems that it normally comes back to bite me in my experience. And I feel bad if I don't give a person a chance if they make a mistake or something. But it seems that it's not appreciated, or maybe I keep giving the wrong people a second chance or whatever. And we seem to see Meech giving this dude another chance after all the stuff that he done said and did. And I don't know, that's kind of a bad choice on his side with all these extra chances and stuff. And he think that he can always bring people up under his wing, and that everybody will always see it his way. And it just don't seem that it always work out. What happened with them dudes when he went down to, was that Atlanta, where they had what was that, last season, where they had the shootout and they was trying to meet up with the dudes or whatever, his cousin trained, but then went back down again to give him a chance. So I don't know. I think especially in this game, it may be kind of risky. Yeah, hazardous, but yeah, give these people a chance anytime. So we'll see how it all play out for them. But I don't know. Pete say Stacks look like the guy from Boondocks. That's funny. That's funny. Damian Kenny, Meech got B Mickeys everywhere. Stacks want to connect and glory for himself. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he won't, like, Loco ain't gonna mess with him. And shoot, Loco ain't even wanted to shake his hand. So I don't see how his plan would help his pockets unless, by eliminating the competition, he can move his little stuff. But I don't know, man. That right there get him. His plan, he's stupid. I think they know he dumb. That's why they call him a donkey or whatever. Kay Leezy, you say a kind heart is a kind heart, Jay. Don't ever change that about you. Oh, Kelly, thank you. It make you want to, though, because nobody likes to be hurt. And so sometimes people be mean or selfish or don't want to be so kind as a protection mechanism. If I don't be so nice, then you can't hurt my feelings. Or if I don't give you stuff or help you, well, I can usually hurt my feelings. And if you do me wrong, because I did nothing for you and things. So then these protection mechanisms that you put up turn you into somebody you don't want to be, a mean, unhelpful, cold, hard person. And then what you try to avoid, you may become. So that's the danger of that. But how many times can you get your feelings hurt before you decide to do something? So that's the thing, man. It's a balancing act. I don't know. You don't know what to do sometimes. So gotta do what you gotta do when you can. Shout out to Dame Kenny. Been a member before, back again as always. Appreciate you for sure, fam. All right, let me put up this link. I know that Peanut asked me. Let me get this link right quick. And then I'm gonna do my most go rated right here. Let's see.
And if you all got any other comments or questions about this episode, let me know. Let's see. In the comments. Let's see. Where is the link? Pulling it up. And also in the description box of any of the videos, I normally have all the links and stuff in there. So let's see. That wasn't good. Here you go. Echo and voice. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's the very first link in the description box. All right. There we go. Damian Kenny say, you have taken my cherry for the first time. You better not hurt me. Hey, that's what Nicole talk about. Miss Jocelyn, you say, Jay, who do you choose, Lucille or the neighbor for one night like Charles did? Oh, I'm going to be with Lucille for sure. Neighbor wasn't even attractive to me leaving my wife and stuff. Sometimes it ain't about attractiveness. It's about opportunity. And she was ready to drop it on him right in and do him like he ain't been done in a long time. And that's what that was. I don't think he really wanted her. But I ain't gonna sit here and act like I ain't never made mistakes. I'm, you know, the got the big moral high ground. But I don't think I would have continued to be with her, even if I would have made a one-time mistake like he did hitting it on the wall. I would have avoided her like the plague after that, and we couldn't have been kept messing around and having her in the house and doing the stuff she do. I don't know. I couldn't have. If I would have made that mistake once, I definitely wouldn't have kept being with her. But I think that if I'm married and went through all of that, and he got the kids and all the stuff they've been through, I don't know. It's easier said than done because you could get worn out and different things. But I would have chose Lucille over Mabel for sure. For sure. So, okay, Leezy say, look, but don't touch. Hey, once he did that, he pretty much damn near guaranteed that it's going to be hard for him to get back with his wife if she found out. And with that burden of, lies hanging over your head with somebody that close, woo, it's like hard to ever move forward. If anything, he could have had a one-night extravaganza with somebody that ain't going to be popping up in their damn kitchen and walking in their house. You know, that was just too close for comfort, being with old Mabel. So anyway, all right, y'all, I'm going to break down my rating for this episode, my Moorescore, and let's get into it. All right, Moorescore, for y'all that know, is my rating system. I try to be non-biased. 4 simple categories, 25 points each, give you $1. And, you can always drop that decimal point to get a 1 out of 10. So the visual cinematography, the show, of course, they make it look like a 90s show on purpose, but I do like the way that they film the show and the way it looks. They had a couple scenes in there. I mean, it wasn't nothing really out of the ordinary, but I do like how it looked when they had him pull up in the bins next to the plane and had it all laid out. That was pretty cool, as well as, we saw a couple scenes with Lucille and Charles, and you can kind of see the tension and stuff, like when she came and he was body all glistening out the shower and stuff like that. But overall, I would give it
out of a score of a 25, I give it a 20, which is a solid, B. And so next we got the storyline and plot. I like the storyline for this episode. We see Meech got Angel moved in. He getting the little bricks moved legendarily. He got his brother and everything coming together. He got the gift of gab. I like the episode. He got Brian hemmed up. But overall, I'm gonna give it a 20. It wasn't like it was the greatest episode of all time, but it was very good. A solid episode. Special effect, makeup, costume, no real special effects. The costumes, dope. Meech with the Gucci jacket on, always fresh. Overall, I would give this another 20 because it wasn't really much for this category. It's not like this is a Star Wars type show where they're going to be shooting lasers. And last but most important, the entertainment value, fun factor. And I enjoyed the episode. I was entertained. I don't have too much to complain about. So I'm going to give it another 20, which would bring it to an 80 out of 100 or an 8 out of 10 is what I would rate it. And I'm still old school. So my grading scale is in the 8s is a B, and the 9 and above is an A. If you in the 7s or in the 70s, that's a C. And if you below 70, well, you fail, and that's a D. So it's a solid B. A solid B. I enjoyed it. This season has been a solid B. I would give it on the grader scale. I'd give it an 80, an 8 out of 10 for this season. I enjoyed it. It was a good episode. And hey, it's got me tuning in to the next episode. So that's what's important. And we saw, I don't know if everybody saw, but if you did see the clip preview for the next episode, it's going to be action. It's a shootout. They had some type of shootout in the street. So I don't know if you was missing the gunshots and the violence from this episode. It looked like they're gonna double dose it for the next episode. So hey, but overall, I like conversation and dialogue. So either one could be just as good for me. I don't like the gun violence if it doesn't move the story along or make sense. Just shooting around, and there's no rhyme or reason, and I don't like that. But if it makes sense and it's part of the story, hey, you can shoot up everybody for all I care, as long as it's going along with the story. Hey, that was what was needed. Terry say, if Mabel cheated with somebody else's husband once, she will do it again. That is true. I think they had like a little swingers club or swingers cult. Because I think all of them over there were swingers or something. They was trying to get Charles to swing that swang-a-lang. B say that was not a mistake. Charles didn't trip and fall in it. LOL. Bad decision in his part. It was a bad decision, which is why I said it was a mistake. The bad decision was the mistake. Not tripping and falling in it. That was the good part. The mistake was after it was done, you got to think about what you did. The mistake was, I'm all over. It's done. Now I got to live with it. That was his mistake. But you're right. He ain't tripping, fall in it, and he could have resisted. But you know what, women? I'm going to tell y'all something. Here go time for some game right here. Women have, you all say a lot of times you didn't trip and fall in it. I get it. You could have resisted or you didn't have to do it. But here's the truth right here. All right. For everybody still here, y'all about to get some game. Men do not have as much practice resisting as you do. Women get hit on all the time by guys. They damn near ever since they started hitting puberty and growing little tickle bitties. It's somebody from boys in their class to whatever, all the way to going to the gas station. it's a man asking, you want some dick? Want some dick? Want some dick? Whereas men don't get approached by women all the time, getting it thrown at them. Even good-looking men. Well, I take that back. No. But, you know, men, we don't necessarily have that. So if some woman is very forward and aggressive and she ain't bad looking and you like her and you may be vulnerable, it's hard to resist that because it ain't like that happens every day, 5 times a day, like women. Men don't have as much practice and resistance. So ladies, next time your man cheat, just understand he's just practicing resistance. That's all. He's still practicing. Cut him some slack. He working on it. He working on it. Let him get a little bit. Nah, play. But no, we don't have as much experience in saying no as women. Now, I'm not saying that's an excuse and that it's okay, but hey, some of us got, you know, more difficult time than others, is all I'm saying. Peanut say episode 1 is favorite so far. He gave it an 8. What would y'all rate it? Put a hashtag Moorescore and let me know what you would rate this episode. You say episode 5 looks fire. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. That's going to be a good one. It looked like a lot of stuff going down with that one. Damian Kenny, give it an 85. I like Brian and Chen's talk. I like that too. I love that dialogue. And he had to say, yeah, don't forget, you know, you got them 2 bricks you helped me flip. So now we know what she did with those 2 bricks. She flipped it back into evidence and switched it out so that he couldn't throw her under the bus. So that's what's up. On the next episode, BMF, the Wild Wild West. Say Mabel don't want Charles if he don't want her. I know right now. Mabel don't want Charles if Charles don't still want his wife. She wanted him because he wasn't available. Once he wasn't with his wife no more and he was available, she said, I don't want you. Charles, this ain't that. You can't come here and be with me. Straight up. Peanut say you got to look like a model in order for that to happen. Hey, for real. Only when I was very young, and even then I wasn't looking like no model, but only when I was younger did ladies sometimes be more forward. And definitely ain't that in the last 10, 12 years. But when you're younger, in your 20s, teens, girls can be a little more forward, a little bit more. But then they're younger, so, you know, a lot go with that too. Could be some immaturity. It ain't like a grown woman be like, hey, come here, pull that out and let me grab that thing. Let me give me that thing. Give me that dang line. You'd be like, what have you done to me? What have you done to me? Shout out to Queso. You gave it a solid 9 on the Richter scale. That's what's up. It was a good episode. I always give a 0.5 margin. So if you think it was an 8.5 or 7.5, I can see that. 9, I mean, it was good. I ain't gonna kick it out of bed, but I don't know about a 9. But hey, to each song, everybody entitled to their opinion. Miss Jocelyn say if Brian was smart, he should have had Meech get his son out of jail and go work for Meech as an informant cop to help Terry because Terry ain't that strong. Hey, you ain't lying. Bryant definitely picked the wrong team, and he should have stayed. I know he didn't got the beef with Meech, and they didn't went through all this and that, but he used to work with Meech before. He should have tried to squash the beef instead of trying to come at him and then this and that. But they didn't have a lot go on or whatever, so I guess that bridge is burnt in his mind. But yeah, going against Meech ain't been working out so well for him. And they could have provided and helped him out just as much as Miles Davis, but oh well. Damian Kenny, You say peanut model. How do you explain Shabba Ranks? Shabba. Well, Shabba Ranks was Shabba Ranks. That's how you explain that. He was a Jamaican reggae singer with money and fame and popularity. Let me tell you something about this Shabba Ranks. So my my sister used to date a Jamaican reggae singer in the 90s named Devin, what's his last name? He's pretty big. I think he's still out there singing too. He was doing good, man, in the 90s. Devin Brown. His name is Devin Brown. He probably got music on iTunes. I wouldn't be surprised. Devin Brown. Hey, man. Dude looked just like Shabba Ranks, except he was skinnier in the 90s, and he was getting some fine women. My sister was a good-looking woman in the 90s, and everybody would be like, what are y'all together? What? So, hey, Jamaican reggae singers, they crush, okay? They crush. They crush. They got slow wine with me, slow wine with me, you slow wine with me, okay, lady. Oh, you want to get with Dexter Senja? What you crying about? What you crying about, lady? Come here, let me go here, make you feel good. Let me make you feel good. You see this right here, this drag in the sand. I wrap it around my leg. I can put it on you, just like Stella. Yes, baby. Just like Stella. Slow wine with me. Hey, them reggae singers, they do not miss a beat. Okay? They crush. Being famous definitely helps out a lot. People say, I don't know who that is. Peanut, you know who Shabba Ranks is. Mr. Loverman. Shabba Ranks was not known to be a handsome man. Let's say that. But he was crushing. They did a skit on In Living Color. And they say, Mr. Ugly Man, Shabba. They call him Mr. Ugly Man. They call him Mr. Ugly Man. They call him Mr. Ugly. Anyway. Queso, 2 Chainz went behind Meech's back. I guess 2 Chainz ain't going to be in every episode. He ain't going to last too long double-crossing Meech. And you messing with the Miami Killers. He swimming with the sharks right now. Now, so far, Meech ain't been, projected as a killer on this show, although he has been known to shoot. But Loco and his crew, they'll take him out like garbage. You know what I'm saying? They empty him like the trash. So I don't know, man. He in trouble. He better cool out, man. I don't know if 2 Chainz gonna be in BMF past season 3. We'll see. One thing that I did like also that you see that's different from other people in the game or other shows that we've seen or movies is that when Meech, his boy, came and said he want to get out the game, normally in shows or movies or things we heard, that's always a problem when somebody want to get out the game and they always don't want them to go, or they have a trust issue, or they end up killing them or doing something. But Meech, it was like the exact opposite. He was like, man, I want to get out the game. He like, man, that's what's up, man. You got a kid. You got to look out for that. He like, what? You ain't mad? Man, hell no, man. Woo-woo. And if we need you, we know where you at. You good. That right there, it showed, I can see why Meech got the love and grew the way he did, the way he treated his people with that love. That right there, that was very rare in the game. Like in my experience, and I'm younger than Meech and them a little bit, but in my experience, of course, I ain't did nothing but a half of 1%, maybe if that much. But people kind of, bossed you, bullied you, not bullied you, but like if they were over you or had the money or whatever, especially if you was getting fronted in different things. I don't know all the details or whatever, so maybe he ain't getting fronted and don't owe them or whatever. But if you moving stuff and you making them money, they don't want to lose that, because now they got to find somebody else to move that to make the money, and they need this and do that. It's like hard to get out, man. It's not easy. It's very stressful. And to see that scene play out like that, I was like, whoa, that was a big eye opener. Yeah, Peanut. Yeah, he really do care about his people. That is very rare, man. We would say stuff like that. Oh, you my, I care. You my boy. Ain't nobody gonna let this or that. But then people get arrested. They don't send them no money or don't visit, or people get shot. Nobody go see them or visit or do this. Or people don't have money, or they family sick, and nobody do this or that. It's like they say stuff when you're getting high, but nobody ever does it as much as they should, or do this or that. And it seemed like Meech would bring food or do this or visit his people in the hospital, or he would do all the things that people would say or act like, in my experience, but never did. And he was doing all the stuff, but wouldn't say it up front, but would do it, giving them money, looking out for his people. He pawned all his watches and jewelry so that he could put everybody on, doing stuff. Man, I ain't never seen or heard these stories in the hood in my experience in Chicago, or none of that. Again, I'm gonna tell you, I barely made $1. So I ain't gonna say I was Neil Brown. I may be down and a lot, but no, I ain't gonna say I did nothing more. I don't lie on my ding-a-ling, but these stories and people I know, and I was still closely associated and know this and that and hear this and that. I never heard these type of stories. So, hey, shout out to Meech, man. I see why he has so much love and loyalty. And they even said something in the show, the narrator, about when they moved it or whatever, that he was like, that BMF name had the respect or whatever, because they knew that we would move or whatever. But he was like, plus nobody ever flipped. Everybody always stayed loyal. Like, even when people like that, I think in the beginning of this episode, they said they got somebody, but that he ain't saying nothing, and that he chose to go to jail rather than talk. I think Chin was saying that with her partner. And I mean, if Meech gonna make sure that your family's straight, gonna have money on your books, gonna make sure when you get out you good, and everybody know he a man of his word and doing this, like, man, that kept loyalty. I can see more now. Like, if somebody's actually really watching and paying attention, they are really showing the groundwork on how he able to do it for 20 years, because that's what gets you with the snitching as well as mistakes, because all they really need to do is catch one person, especially when you got this many people that's going to be working for you from New York, Atlanta to Detroit to all the places he ended up in California in the end, and different stuff. So all of that stuff, all you need to do is catch one person and get them to flip and start snitching, and it'll bring everything down, which eventually did happen, but it took a long time. It took a long time before that happened. And I think they ended up catching somebody that ended up shooting somebody and doing this and that, and they had them in a jam. And they ended up, turning. But yeah, shout out to B. That's right. Meech ruled by love, not by fear. And that is something that happened a lot, is that people rule by fear, in my experience. You're afraid of getting beat. You're afraid of getting shot or killed. You're afraid of, all that stuff, losing money. So it's a difference, whereas he had a lot of love for his people, which made them want to work for him. Whereas instead of having the fear and iron fist, which people worked out of fear, they did it out of love, could and wanted to. So You say, Selena for life seems like me and Remy are the same type of person. Shock can't come together. That's a good point. It does seem like they are the same type of person. And that's something that I was just conversating with somebody actually, not about this, but about what I'm about to say. And it is about how you meet a person, means everything. First impressions are more important than people realize. For example, you may meet a person, a man or a woman, and if you meet them and you work with them, then you'll see them as your coworker. If you met that same person at the club, you'd see them as somebody you was trying to get with. If you met that same person and they was, trying to do some harm, that's what you was, or if they was sick, you'd see them as this or that or whatever, So they met as this person coming down here trying to make money on my spot. So they never really got a chance to see each other as the same guy or somebody that could complement one another or work with each other. They pretty much kind of saw each other as adversaries. Especially after Remy out not Washington, then it was definitely a wrap. But that's the thing. How you meet a person. A lot of you guys watching this meet this way. Think of me one way. If you met me and I was shaking the can, asking for change, you would see me and think of me in a different way. But I'd be shaking the can, asking for change in the daytime. That's what y'all didn't know. How you think I paid for that piano back then? Playing. Yeah, playing. Peanut say, I see Meech and Remy working together at some point. I don't see that, but I see maybe they may have some type of truce. But I also think that Remy might die. I don't see him making it to the end also. B. Hallett, Meech show great leadership qualities. Fear can only rule people for so long. Once they are no longer afraid of you, they will team up to end you. Hey, that's facts right there. That is facts, man. And that's why those leaders that rule by love normally last longer, although people can fall out of love with you too. But normally that's a harder than fear. Because normally people will feel they got nothing else to lose or rise up against you, overthrow you. It never lasts long with fear. It always eventually ends that way, So, yeah. And it's also kind of unfortunate that you could see people with great leadership qualities because Meech wasn't taught these. He's a natural born leader, very charismatic. Imagine if he would have had the opportunities to go to a school with the right education and things. What if he'd have been the next Fortune 500 CEO or Jeff Bezos? Who knows what he could have done? Look what he did with what he did do. So it's just, I don't know, man, how life works with opportunities and things, but it's sometimes unfortunate. Brilliant people get involved in the wrong things that even though they may have succeeded and shine, imagine if he would have been able to get into the corporate world and start companies or businesses or network, or what if he was working in the civil rights or something? I don't know. But let's be real. Drug dealing is not a positive business. People are using drugs. I mean, how many people may have died or overdosed or had drug problems and things? Drugs is a complicated issue to me because I think that, well, it is complicated. I was about to say one thing and then I was about to contradict myself before I can even get it out. So how complicated it is, I have to stop myself before I even started. What I was about to say, I think drugs are something that a person does themselves but I stopped myself because that ain't exactly true, because it affects family members and different things. And then also, a lot of times people may get introduced to drugs by somebody else, and then next thing you know, they got a problem before they really realize what they was getting into. And most people that do drugs, whether it's a cigarette or have a drink or weed or whatever, they normally started when they were teenagers and young. So like, it's not like people had as much information, and your mind wasn't fully formed when you was making that decision. So it's very complicated. I don't know, man. Very complicated. Get ready to wrap this up with a couple more comments. Miss Smith, Jay, you say, teach Jay, break it down, the loyalty. I see Meech ruled by love, not any disrespectful, inhumane, over the top, extreme fear. Love that. I enjoyed him and dad conversing, chilling and fighting together. That was dope. And yeah, like for those that have seen all the movies like Belly and things like that, remember how DMX made dudes take their hands off and sit there butt naked on the couch, or how he had young dudes, you know, all twisted up in the head, ready to go at each other. Like he didn't do that with his people. He didn't make them go at each other so that he could stay at the top. You know, he didn't smack up nobody or embarrass people and make them, you know, sit butt naked on the couch or do this or that. He tried to save his boy and take the bullets for him and got shot saving his boy. It's just like Meech, and he was a different dude, man, real different. And he really did treat them like brothers and like family. And I see why he got where he got and was able to do what he do. You know, that was something. Damian Kenny, hard drugs and alcohol change your brain chemistry. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Terry say that Terry, Markeisha, and kids would bring their boat and jet ski to Bakersfield. We drove by their business in LA, but not go in. Okay, look at Terry throwing in a little bit of tidbits of knowledge out there. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't know that him and Markeisha was together still and went out to California. So that's what's up. They story, Terry is not as flamboyant or public as Meech. Because for those that may remember, I think Terry got out of jail in 2020. Terry been out of jail. He could be doing interviews and stuff if he wanted to. I think he was on house arrest, but I think he got out during the pandemic. So Terry out of jail now. Now, I don't know, you know, what his life is like and this and that, but, you know, Meech, I bet you he's doing interviews and talking on TV as soon as he get out of jail. But yeah, that's what's up, Terry, Markeisha, and kids. So I guess he gonna get Markeisha knocked up, or it's her kids, or maybe his kids come out there too. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna try to come Friday. I got a lot of stuff. I just recently moved last month, which that was a lot of drama and stuff, moving and selling my house and moving into a new place and all kind of stuff, and car messed up, and then get it fixed, another car messed up, I have to do this and that. Just so much stuff been going on lately, and my days have been so long, and having people do this and fix that or whatever, and I'm barely getting some rest, and that's why it's been a little hard for me to kick out content like usual. But hopefully my day ain't so long tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff going on, but I do want to come and go live Friday at 10 p.m. Talk more about this episode. I do want to talk about the end of Book 2 Ghost, and the way that it was canceled and the way that it was notified. I did talk to a lot of people in Discord about this. Actually, a few weeks ago, we was talking, and I told them about budget cuts and different things that was affecting the industry and things. So I gave some people that information. I did not know that season 2 was going to be canceled. I didn't know that. So I found out just like everybody else. But in that regard, I do want to talk more about the show and my thoughts about it. And man, it looked like the Power Universe starting to wrap up a little bit. But then at the same time, the new spinoff with Tommy and Ghost finally coming, which they probably should have did second as the spinoff. I mean, the Tariq spinoff was a natural progression of the storyline from the regular show, so I get that, but they probably should have did the Tommy Ghost spinoff right away, especially after everybody asked about Breeze every 5 minutes. But anyway, we'll see how it plays out. The Power Universe, like they say, power never ends, I guess. Like the Walking Dead. Walking Dead, the dead don't die, and neither of those shows. Anyway, we get ready to wrap it up. Damian Kinney, you say Suge Knight was holding folks out windows, making them drink homemade lemonade over publishing and respect. Exactly. Suge Knight was trying to be a Nino Brown, but it was only over the record business. He wasn't even moving weight, which was insane to have that type of atmosphere in the music business. Anyway, let me get up out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm gonna try to come 10 o'clock p.m. Friday night. Maybe the sleep number bed, give me some rest. I have to do some reviews on it. Let people know. Shout out to everybody watching on this first reaction. Shout out to Rob Mott, my boy in the D. Shout out to everybody in the D giving me all that info and in the comments. My girl B and everybody. Appreciate y'all. And everybody, y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all on the next one. Another good episode. Peace. Deuces. I'm going to have to start playing that piano in the background. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.